Hello, to make this cute little panda that comes from the kit 4121 Creative Origami by Yasutomo, you will need 2 sheets of paper, black on one side, white on the other. And I'm going to start by folding the head, and a little glue helps too if you have a little glue. So I'm going to start by folding the head, which is probably the most complex. So I'm going to start with the color or pattern side up, and I'm going to fold it in half, corner to corner, and then I'm going to fold these corners up, and making sure that my creases are nice and crisp. Now I'm going to turn this around. I'm just going to fold these corners that or these flaps up another time to meet this edge on both sides, straight up, just to meet the edge here. Now I'm going to take the same flap and I'm just folding it in half again on both sides. Now I'm going to take this little part here and just flatten it. I'm going to squash fold this, just flatten it like this using my little folding tool. I'm going to open this piece up and I'm just flattening it on both sides. Just try to make it even on both sides. Now these will be the ears, so you can kind of see what's happening here. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to narrow these ears just a little bit, just to create a little bit of a narrowing. So I'm just folding those kind of edges inwards, just about like this. I really need my folding tool to get this crease. Now you can put a little glue to make it just a little easier. If you wanted to place a little glue in these little places, it would probably make it easier. I'm just going to fold these little edges in both sides like that. And this is the back, so it doesn't have to be perfect in the back. Okay, so now this is the part that we want to do is we're going to fold this part backwards. So I want to fold this part as far as I can, right backwards where the ears, right where this little part is here. I'm just going to fold it backwards, give it a nice, really nice crease right there. Super nice crease. Okay, and now basically you can see the shape of the head. Now you can do it this way. In the instructions that they'll have a different, you'll want to fold this back, make this a mountain fold, this one right here, this piece here, and then you're going to fold it backwards. And it's a little bit tricky, but you fold it back and you're just going to flatten this part out so that it becomes kind of at an angle and flat, right like this. Okay, it's not going to be the prettiest, but there's one side done, and I'm just going to right there. Okay, and then the next part is opening this part, and I'm going to take this valley fold that's right here. I'm going to turn it into a mountain fold right now. Just turning it into a mountain fold is going to make the next step much easier. And then once I've turned it into the mountain fold, I'm going to fold this section back. And really, it's about a little bit over ½ an inch. But I want this part to, let's get this part here. I want this to lay down at an angle. So, and I can use my folder to kind of make that happen. Just pushing that in, and I could see my little, this is why gluing is a good idea right there. All right, now I'm just going to push that, fold it, and then create that angle. So now I'm just going to take that and I'm going to fold this backwards and let it flatten into an angle. So there, I've got this part here. Okay. That's the top of the head. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. You can see the little ears. And now we're going to make the face. We're going to make this completely out of the paper. So I'm going to fold this this layer up, and it's going to go about here, not touching the top, but it's close. Just going to fold that like that. And the next thing is I'm going to take this bottom layer and I'm going to fold it up to this. And then I'm going to fold this up like this. Just fold it up. And then I'm going to take these little angles and I'm just going to fold these little pieces down just a little bit. Just at an angle to make the eye. See, I've got a little eye. I'm going to fold this one also just a little angle, kind of just to create that eye shape. Each panda is going to look a little different because it's just the way it looks. Okay, so we've got this. These are going to be the eyes. And now I'm going to fold this down, all the way down. And see here, the eyes have been formed. And now the last part is well, not the last part, but the next part is, I'm just going to take my folder and really crease that well. I'm going to fold this up like so. And I'm going to open it and fold it again so that it just create a little small fold to the last crease I just made. And I'm just folding it back up, and there is the face. At least the face is done. And you can adjust it as you go. So there's the face. And now I'm just going to create the sides of the head. I'm just going to kind of fold backwards so that there's that one side here, and then again on this side, just to kind of make it match, or as much as possible. Same angle on both sides. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just going to reinforce these creases I just made by turning it over like so. And the last step on this is to just fold these little sides in. These sides will go in just a little, just to round out that face or that shape of the panda's head. So I'm just going to fold this backwards like so. And it gets a little thick back there, so you can use glue if you want. I won't do this in the demonstration, but you could use glue to hold it together. So, oops, I got to get that folded. There we are. So there. Okay, so now I've got the face. So I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to do the body. Okay, white side up, you fold it in half in one direction. Open it up, fold it in half in the other direction. Open it up, fold one edge to that center crease that you just made. And now take these two corners and open and make an angled fold. So you're going to fold, and you want them to match on both sides. So I'm just going to make an angle on both sides here. I'm going to try to make it match as much as possible on this side here. I'm having the same distance between this part and these parts, as close as I can. So now I've got that. And then I'm just going to create a little fold, a little tiny tucking. I'm just going to do a very small fold on both sides, like this. So there, I've got that. And now I'm going to fold it in half along the crease that I already made. So this is what we have here. And then you're going to take this top layer, you're going to pull it up, just see how it pulls up. And you're just going to kind of make then you're going to pull that up and then make a new crease, like that. And now we're going to create the body. We're going to try to narrow this out a little. So I'm going to fold this inward. First I'm going to fold it outward just to get it out of the way. Then I'll reverse the fold. I'm going to do this on both sides. Okay, and then I'm just going to reverse that fold I just made, the crease that I just made on both sides. That's just tucking in, letting. Here. So it looks like that. I'm going to do next, I'm going to make a fold right here. There we go. I'm going to do a reverse fold here, right in this part here. Just taking this and pushing it inward along and then just pushing it inward as far as it will go. There we go. So I've got this part here. So I just reverse folded. And now I need to get some of this part out, back out. So I'm going to reverse fold this part. And I'm just going to do it right here. So this is going to create the tail. Yeah, like that. And now we're going to take this, fold it backwards. And I'm going to reverse what I just made, fold it. I'm just going to tuck those folds inward. This way, and then again, this has got to go inside. So I'm just going to take it and tuck it in. I've got the little tail is done. And the very last part is I'm going to take this little bottom for the feet. I'm just going to fold it up at an angle. And then I'm going to reverse those folds just the same way. I'm going to open that up. That one's already tucked in, and then I'm just reversing this fold to tuck in inside the body. So there is the body. And then I just need to take the top, and you can use glue if you want to attach it permanently, but this little part up here acts like a pocket for the head, for the body. And then you can take some glue if you want to just kind of put everything together. But there it is, and you can make, here's the one you can make out of 4-inch squares, 4.5-inch square, and this one's 6-inch square. And here are the pandas. See how they look a little bit, each one looks a little different, but they all look like little pandas.